It's still our Edo Decides studio on ITV network. We continue with our conversation, but this time we're leaving the PDP, we're leaving the APC. We are going to be with the Labour Party, and guess who is in the house to engage on the issue of Edo 2024 governorship election as it relates to the Labour Party and its governorship candidate, talking about Barrister Olumide Akpata. We have our frontliner in the obedient movement. I'd like to welcome Aisha Yusuf. It's good to have you on the program.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, let's first off, Labour Party at the moment, it seems like there is a crisis rocking the party at the national level. Doesn't that have implication for the party and its candidate in a Edo State governorship election?
Well, the first question I would just like to ask, I'm a Nigerian, so
yes.
we love to answer questions with questions. Is there any party in Nigeria that there's no crisis rocking it? It's a normal thing that it's in the politics of Nigeria. And that's basically because most people stay away from politics. And we've gotten to a stage now where a lot of people are saying that, no, they will no longer do that. Because if we want to fix Nigeria, we have to fix politics. So people who have the capacity, competence, character, should come into politics. And that's exactly what Olumide Akpata has done. So whatever crisis it is that they have, that's not what the issue is. Every party in Nigeria has its own crisis at one time or the other that they're always dealing with. What should concern us right now in Edo is not what is happening at the central, it's what is happening here. Because the hunger doesn't understand that anything is happening at the central. The suffering, the insecurity doesn't understand that anything is happening at the central. And I love the way we started this program. You said, leave APC and PDP. They are Siamese twins. They are the same party with two different addresses.
No, I meant in this program.
Yes, I know. I know. That, of course, I know in this program,
yes.
That's what he meant.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, I mean, that's the way sometimes certain things are just like that. And even here, it's gotten to the place where citizens should leave. Yesterday, there was supposed to be a debate. Who didn't turn up? Yes, APC and PDP candidates. Because, of course, they have no respect for the people. And they do not care about what it is that the people think. Because
but just the same way that your principal didn't turn up for a debate on Friday as well.
That would be wrong on its own.
Yeah, he didn't come for a debate on a Friday.
He came there.
So if we're using a debate as a basis to measure
we will use them.
Yes.
We will use them. And we must have everybody responsible.
Okay.
On that particular part, he turned up and he was there. And he said, if the other ones are in there, he's not going to stand on the debates. There are two different things. There's a different, like yesterday also.
These other guys were not there yesterday.
No, they turned up.
Yes.
They turned up. And the debate didn't happen. Because what he has said is that if we continue to go on the debate when other candidates that you're supposed to talk to the people don't come up, and you stay there and you actually do the debate. Does he
have a moral right to query people for not coming for a debate yesterday when he himself didn't come for a debate on Friday?
So
does that make sense?
He did not come for it, or he was there.
So if he was there, why did?
So this is the thing.
Those who know that he didn't appear on the debate, they looked at the screen, they didn't see him. Those who knew who he came there were those who were physically present there. So how would the people relate with that?
So that's where the relationship is coming, and that's what I'm telling you right now. So we have a situation whereby consistently some candidates feel that because they belong to certain parties and people don't matter, they will not turn up. And then he comes in, sometimes people go on and have a debate, hold on, and then he comes in, he is there and he says, look, if we are here, I'm not going to continue with this video. There's a difference between turning up and refusing on a matter of principle and saying that I would not do it because we're enabling bad behavior. Bad behavior is what Nigerians must stop. And I know people, like I've always said, are intelligent people. There are people that will not allow anybody to trample on themselves, on their right, and remove the citizenship that they have. The power actually belongs to the people. So these are two different things. The other ones did not turn up. There's a difference. I come to this interview now, and I'm supposed to be here, and I refuse to do because of something. That's a different thing that I don't totally come. And so that is the question on ground. Okay. And consistently we've seen that bad behavior because certain people feel that, oh, they call them big party, they call them major party. I call them disrespectful parties because the power belongs to the people. Okay. And it is time for Edo people to get that power into their hands.
All right, talking about the election itself, what's your take on the major issues that will shape the outcome of this election?
The major issue, for me, the take is that there is hunger in the land. It broke my heart, and it still breaks my heart, that we had citizens coming out to cry and say they are hungry. Our mates are going on protest on rights of bees, rights of trees, and all of that. We're still going on protest that we are hungry. That says everything. I don't want to go too long on policies, you understand? Education is there, security is there. Edo State is one of the most insecure states. But you know, guess what? Nobody says anything about it. And you're wondering, yes, I totally understand that the security architecture of this country is in the hands of the federal government, right? But then, what is the state government doing to amplify that your people are being killed? You don't care. You stay on. We have issue. We have APC that has failed at the national level. APC was there before PDP came. 25 years. We haven't had anything. We have PDP that is failing at the state level. Why would citizens want to, enable failure by giving it an opportunity again? We have a candidate who is saying that, oh, I want to continue from where the governor has stopped. Edo people, how well has your life been since the governor has been there? You're told that they're doing fancy policies. There's a difference between having a policy that affects the lives of the people and a policy that only policy experts will be able to tell you what they are about. Policies are people-centric, and that's what Olumide is about. For me, this is the thing. This election is for Edo's people's freedom. Enough of the time when they tell us that it has to be a party. If it's not a party, then you can't win. No, it's the people that decide. And we saw what happened. Like during the 2023 election, people decided. You understand? And there are some people that will say, oh, I don't want to waste my vote. You don't want to waste your vote. You want to waste your life. That's what it means by saying that, oh, I don't think this person will know. No, that's not the case. And luckily, we're going beyond that. But there are some few undecided people who, for them, they look at politics the way they look at football. Oh, I'm a Man U fan, I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm a Tottenham fan, and then when they win, I'll feel euphoric. There's something that makes me happy. Election isn't like that. It will deal with you in the next 4 years. And so therefore, we must be ready to vote the person that will do the work, that will be accountable to you. And Olumide Akpata, our business as citizens is to hold him accountable. He gets into that office. We're not just going to leave him like that. We're going to mark him bumper for bumper and ensure that everything that he has in his pack, everything that he said he's going to do, he does them. And that's when the people would matter. And when they get in, he knows that it wasn't structure that brought him. It wasn't party that brought him. It was the people of Edo State that brought him.
What do you make of the feeling that your principal in this election, Pastor Olumide Akpata, is being seen as a stooge for some of the major political parties, if I may say, in this election? That is why his campaign is not as grounded as the PDP or the APC. Do you subscribe to this?
Is that your opinion?
I'm asking you a question.
No, I know you're asking me because
yes,
when you say it's not
ask
grounded.
You a question. Yes.
No, I know. So I need to know because
yes.
When you say it's not grounded, is it that it's not grounded in your opinion or in the people's opinion? Because in the people's opinion, it's grounded. Olumide Akpata, even while he was an aspirant, he had gone around the whole of Edo State, 3 times. Gone round. As a candidate, he has gone around 2 times. What do you mean by grounded? Ask the other candidates whether they've gone around the whole local governments 5 times. See, let me tell you something. One of the things that Nigerians don't understand is that we can have people who come into leadership without having to lick the feet of other people. We are used to psychophancy. So what we have as normally stooges are the ones that are put in by the so-called 2 major parties, but I call them 2 disrespectful parties because they don't care about the citizens. APC and PDP are the ones who do stooges. So that's why you have to be a slave to someone, you have to keep being there, and then they'll put somebody that cannot even speak pidgin English, that we speak that is the lingua franca in Nigeria. And so people think that Olumide Akpata has come out to shatter the table, to shatter the glass ceilings and say, look, I can stand and do this thing. And one of the things about it is that I remember when Olumide Akpata wanted to be the NBA president. That was the same thing people said. He wasn't a son, he's not this, he's not this. We are used to a certain kind of leadership where people just come in and they have to be guided. So if somebody is not raising your hand and you dare to come out, it's almost in as if, how dare you? That's the kind of leadership. That's why when they get into office, they are not loyal to the people. They are not accountable to the people. They do not care about the people. They only care about those their puppet masters that have put them into place. And Olumide Akpata is coming out to say that, yes, I might not have a political godfather. Yes, I might not do the politics the Nigerian way, but I'm coming to give you, leadership that is going to transform this state. And when that leadership comes, it's not accountable to anyone. We don't want a situation of what is happening in River State to come and happen in Edo State.
So who is
you spent
funding?
1 year fighting.
Yeah.
But you know what we want? The kind of leadership we see in Abia State right now. And I say to Edo people, Abia State no get too head. So as we did right now, you see as Alex Oti enter, you don't get anybody where you are now go they fight. Okay. All the way they do be say go they work for the people.
So who is funding Barrister Olumide Akpata in this election? Who is funding him?
I think the people are supposed to fund him. Isn't he supposed to fund himself?
You think or you know?
No, I think the people are supposed to. I'm not going to make a definitive statement on when you say who is funded.
No, because apart from being an NBA president, yes. Apart from being an NBA president, what is his source of livelihood?
He has a law firm, Templar.
Okay.
Have you read about it?
So now against that background, what is the experience, knowledge of governance that he's bringing to the table in running Edo State?
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to say is that most people, because we live in a country where people think that the only place you make money is when you are in government, you're looting the resources of the people. And that's why somebody will look at an Olumide Akpata that has been in a law firm. May God not let you get case. Lawyers will charge you, they can't charge you, they will charge you, I go clear. They deal with, corporate organization, real money, making real money, not the money that is stolen and looted. I'm a businesswoman. I've been a trader since the year 2000. I've never worked for anyone. I have no interest of working for anyone. And then people look at me and think I don't have money. Come on, I was picking trailers of load over 20 years ago. You understand? And we make money. There is money outside of government. So that's it. Olumide has it. Funding, yes, he has his money. He has people, citizens who are saying, oh yeah, we want to bring this in. And people have been doing that. That's why he also has his campaign, campaign fundraising. And so these are some of the things that people do. Even in the United States, they raise money. Apart from that, when you talk about governance, one of the things I've said to you, governance is about people. All you need to do to be able to govern very well is to have empathy. The moment you care for the people and you make the people the focus, everything is done, every other thing. He has led an MBA. MBA was, I'm being very mindful of the words I'm using because I'm on your show right now. If I was talking on my own, I would have used it. MBA was such a disappointment until Olumide Akpata came in. And he turned it around within that very short period. We saw how MBA became what it was supposed to be. Immediately after he left, NBA went back to being the mouthpiece of.
But during his time, he was being accused of alleged involvement in corruption. There was a certain lady, I'm trying to remember her name, who came out on national television several times to accuse him of alleged corruption and all of that. You don't see that as a dent on his profile that you're projecting?
So the thing is that in Nigeria, we've gotten to a place where everybody literally almost gets being accused of corruption. I'm currently being accused of corruption. And they do it all the time. And they'll put it out there. They will say, accusation. When you accuse somebody, bring out the distance. If he has been corrupt, that's a different thing. But he hasn't. You just see a lady and you don't even know the name. You're the journalist that's supposed to find out. You don't even know the name of the lady. But you say, oh, he has been accused of corruption. And that puts a blanket statement. And that's it. We must go beyond that. At the end of the day, we are talking about someone who has stood. He has competence, he has character, he has capacity, he has walked every step and come to meet the people. That's what is most important. And he's saying to the people, give me your mandate, I will work for you. This is not about Olumide Akpata right now. This is about Edo people. 21st of September 2024 is going to be Freedom Day because that's the day that you're going to go out there and get your own freedom. Freedom from people who think that they own this country. Freedom from people who think that they own the state. Freedom for people who think you as a citizen, you do not matter, your vote don't matter. Power belongs to the people, my brother. Power belongs to the people, not some puppet masters, not some godfathers who stay in one place and decide who is it that is supposed to be your governor, whether they can speak English, they can, whether they're intelligent or not. Somebody said it's going to give you insecurity. And one of the things I say in life that when somebody tells you something, believe them. when Tinubu said that he was going to reduce the purchasing power of citizens, what did Nigerians do? We laughed over it. You know the way you're chuckling right now. We laughed over. We thought it was a mistake, whatever. But guess what? The purchasing power of citizens has been reduced, and now the same APC candidate, the gubernatorial candidate, has just said to us that it's going to give us insecurity. With all the insecurities that we have in Edo State, we don't need more of that. The other one, PDP, we have someone who has been, economic advisor. If the economy of the people aren't changing, what are you coming to advise? What are you going to advocate? We keep saying that people don't have governance experience because they have not been in position of office, public office. Private sector, it's almost what it is. It's a microcosm of the public sector that you have. So if you've been able to lead in your private sector, definitely you will be able to. So let's, one of the things I'll just round up here to say, before you go to your next question, is that this election, it's about Nigerians, it's about Edo people realizing the power that they have and fighting for a chance to have a decent life. And this can be done. And let's not do what some people did before to say, oh, I think this person, I think Olumide Akpata is good, but no, don't bet anything. Don't think about anything. You are in one person, you're important. That's your thumbprint. It's all the power there is. Just put it on that place where you have Mama, Papa, Piki.
Aisha, are you bothered by the perspectives that have been shared widely in the state as it relates to election pattern? In the 2023 election, Labour Party won Edo State. This election is different because it's local, it's the governorship election. And there's this feeling that Labour Party, the obedient movement, is not what it used to be in the 2023 election compared to today. And particularly Edo State that it won in 2023, that popularity seems to revolve around the metropolitan area. That's not the same thing happening in Edo Central and in Edo North. What are your thoughts along these lines?
Okay, so when you say metropolitan area, so that means all of us from Edo North and Edo Central, we're not metropolitan. We don't have any place that's metropolitan. But anyway, that's by the way. I'm from Edo North, right? I'm from Agbede. And this is the thing. We all have relations who live in villages. I think that's the question you're trying to project. Who, certain times, due to opportunity, some of them due to education, have not been able to have access to some of the things that we have. So they are not in the know of what politics is all about. I've always said that democracy without education is a disaster. And so you have a lot of people who aren't educated enough to know what the politics are. It's our business to tell them. Do you know why? Because when policies are put in place, bad policies that affect every other person, they affect our businesses and all of that, just like what we currently have, we suffer. Because those are people who are in the villages are going to send us messages. They're going to ask us to pay children's school fees, to pay somebody's in the hospital, somebody has not eaten, and you have to do it. So we are subsidizing government's failure. And so what needs to happen now is that for every one of us that are in the cities, let me put that in quotes, in the metropolitan areas, we have to also talk to our brothers, our sisters, our cousins, our in-laws, our everyone, to tell them that this is what is on ground and that they should not be afraid. There was something that Olumide Akpata said yesterday that was so instructive, at the place where they went for, even though they didn't have the debate, but the candidates that were there spoke. He said, election has been monetized, and poverty has been weaponized. And these are two deadly, combinations. So they've taken away the purchasing power from citizens. They've ensured that citizens have been impoverished. And so they are able to give them small amount of money for them to be able to buy their vote. That's what they're doing to our brothers and sisters out there, in the villages and all of that. So it's our business to be able to tell them that 5,000 they are going to give you. See, bros, me will drop this English. Say sometimes when they speak English, people don't go to hear and well. That 5,000 way they give you. Now 4 years, now you go chop out. Whether not 10K, they cook soup for you, they do anything. And you go just sell your birthright. You go sell yourself, sell your children, sell your pikin. Even that way you come, they cost them. You don't go mean anything because they give you money, may you vote for them. So the thing is this. So every one of us that we think we have that knowledge of what governance is about, politics is about, we must ensure that we are calling the people who are there, they're calling the people in our villages, our families, and letting them know this is what it is. And may I tell somebody, you see that your pikin, you don't suffer finish, you don't sell ice fish, you don't sell ugu, you don't hug, you don't sell your pikin go school, you don't finish university, you no get work. No be wish cause say your pikin no get work. No be the people wey dey for wetin they call a village people or your co-wife or anything. No be cause now government wey no do the thing wey they suppose do. Now make businesses they close down. So your pikin the job wey they reduce. So wait now be say you go vote the person wey go do the main work, and that's why Olumide Akpata they come, they talk about job creation, put businesses. The other day we travel from Benin go Awuchi. For the road you see this thing plantain they spoil. People don't farm finish, plantain they stop for those villages. The people where they town, plantain they cost. Okay. Why? Because there's no synergy, there's no connection. They can't go from farm to market. Road no day, insecurity day. So this right now is people fighting for their lives.
Okay. Did you vote in the Labour Party primaries, in the delegates?
No, I didn't.
You didn't vote?
No, I didn't.
Okay. The question
so
is...
So let me make this thing. I'm currently not a Labour Party member. Okay. I know people make that. But I support. And so for me, this is it. The candidate matters a lot, even with the 2023.
Okay, the question I want to ask you is this. The dollarization of the primaries of the Labour Party is akin to...
There was dollarization?
Yes, there was dollarization in the Labour Party primaries. Is akin to what happens in the APC, what happens in the PDP. So what makes the Labour Party different?
So you are telling, I'm hearing this now, so I don't know where.
Because you're not on the ground.
No, I'm not, yes. And I don't claim to be on the ground.
Yes.
So you were part of you collected dollars? Is that what you're saying right now?
Can you respond to the question?
No, I'm responding to the question. That's what I'm asking. Yes. Because I don't know. I'm hearing for the first time from you that dollars were due. So I need to know, did you collect dollars? Were you paid? As you covered it and you paid dollars? Or you were part of the delegates and they paid you? Because that's what I don't know. It's very easy to bandy words around. It's very easy to throw accusations around. But if you're telling me, I'm hearing from you and I need to see that, there is nowhere that anything that has to do with sharing money, it's not acceptable. And that's not what Labour Party is all about. And so at the end of the day, it's citizens coming out, to ensure that the right person is chosen. So I need to hear from you. I don't know about this. But at the end of the day, this is what needs to happen. Citizens must begin to look at the candidates as they are. And I've always said this thing, and I'm guilty, and I take responsibility for that. We stay away from politics. I haven't joined a party. I haven't joined Labour. By doing so, we allow all sorts of things to happen. So I don't know what has happened. Okay. So if I was there, I would be able to. And if I'm there, definitely, there would be.
So which means you're oblivious of what happened during the primaries?
I am.
I said you're oblivious of what happened in the primaries.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Because I am not a member of Labour Party. Okay. So I am not, even like recently there was a stakeholders meeting that happened in, I was not there. People were asking, I'm not a member. So I wouldn't know. But you that you say, so that's what I want to hear from you. Okay. For you to be able to know
since you are not a member of the party and you will not know much, I just asked you that question to establish something. It's okay.
Nothing is acceptable on that level. We must not accept. So if you know, let me know. I would have to get the information from you.
It's okay. So what's your final word to Edo people?
My final word to Edo people is this. You see, you don't tell whether they see us finish. Our children, we they sell house, we do everything, we sell them abroad. Even me, they talk to you now, our children, they are abroad. Our children, they go through sea, they go through ocean, they go through desert. May they reach Obodo Oyibo. The same Obodo Oyibo where they carry our ancestors as slaves, carry them go there. Why? Now because this land where we dey now, nothing good for them. And so as we dey now, this election, not be saying about that money where them go give you. Now about you, where we say you go choose the person where go work for you. Olumide Akpata of Labour Party, Mama, Papa, Pikin, don't talk, say he go work. And we don't see the work where he don't do before. For in company and for when he be NBA president. So this time now, no fear, no shaking, come out, vote. Then they tell you, say, some they say, it may be they go do one thing or the other. No, come out, vote. When you vote, finish, stand there. Your vote will count. And you know, say, we they talk, I don't know, be Lagos, no be today. They know they try anyhow. They know, say, Edo people, they stand, they protect their vote. And the person where Edo people vote for, now they actually come. In short, they use Edo people as example they show, say, as people they stand. So I tell everybody, me wanna come on, may we vote for this person. Not be say we go vote and we can't live and we can't do this thing. We go mark and bumper to bumper, because they say eternal vigilance is the price we pay for democracy, and we must ensure that the right thing is done. Edo has a chance. Let's put Edo at a place when they are talking of the first five states in this country in terms of good governance, accountability, and transparency. We will be at the top. Okay. Abia people no get to here. They did it. We can also do it.
Thank you very much, the versatile Aisha Yusuf. Anytime, any day, it's always a delight to have you on a program of this nature. I hope we'll be able to have you here again before the election on Saturday. But all the same, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me, and apologies for my voice.
It's okay. It's okay.